I wish to congratulate all my colleague captains of industry who have been exceptional in business in the year. It is always a special joy to celebrate our distinguished industrialists. So I salute companies that have been awarded so far and those who are going to receive more awards tonight for their remarkable performances.
The dramatic turnaround in the performance of Ghana's macroeconomy in less than a year, I believe, will be a major catalyst for the growth of the private sector in Ghana.
It is important that we recognize achievers, and to each one of them, I say a hearty Aiko. Since its establishment in 1958 by a small group, pioneering group of indigenous Ghanaian industrialists, the AGI has done a good job in living up to its mission statement of carrying out, and I quote, proactive support services for the industrial sector with a view to contributing substantially to the growth and development in Ghana, unquote. Successive MPP governments have supported businesses and the private sector, and many of our policies have been fashioned towards energizing and inspiring the Ghanaian entrepreneur. We want the Ghanaian entrepreneur to be in the forefront of the critical national assignment of undertaking the structural transformation of our economy. We must add value to the resources our nation has been endowed with by the Almighty. We must industrialize. This has to be the overarching strategic objective of economic policy, one which this association was founded to achieve. The policies we have put in place to shift the focus of our economy from taxation to production are beginning to work. Indeed, our efforts at restoring business confidence are beginning to yield positive results, as confirmed by the AGI Business Barometer, showing a consistent rise in business confidence throughout this year. Notwithstanding, industry still reels from the global challenges from the rapidly emerging foreign markets, which manufacture at lower cost than we do, and hence make it difficult to compete. It is for these and many other reasons that we have rolled out a number of policy initiatives to help reduce the cost of doing business in order to spur the rapid growth of industry. I'm happy that the private sector is taking advantage of government's initiative to establish industrial economic zones. I'm particularly pleased that the AGI is working with other private sector entities to set up their own industrial park as part of efforts to boost government's quest to create economic zones. Looking ahead, I'd like to see more collaboration between the private sector and government within the framework of public-private partnerships with significant, if not majoritarian, domestic content as a strategic option to accelerate economic growth. We believe that acceleration will occur if we can create new growth poles for the development of the economy. A revived textile and garment industry will be one of them. In the course of this meeting of Parliament, we will establish an integrated bauxite and aluminum development authority to exploit the entire value chain of our considerable bauxite deposits. In the same manner, an iron and steel development authority is also in the pipeline to do the same for our iron ore deposits. We want to promote the installation of vehicle assembly plants and move rapidly to to establish petrochemical industries now that our gas resources can be brought into play to provide cheap power for our industrial growth. Like myself, I'm glad that businesses are no longer burdened by the erratic power supply that wrecked our nation in recent years. Dumsor, thank God, appears now to be a thing of an unlamented past. Furthermore, government is moving to set in motion the process for the review of electricity tariffs. And in the budget to be read by the brilliant Minister for Finance, Ken Ofori-Atta, on Wednesday, 15th November, I'm sure you will hear some good news in this regard. Industry is going to be given all the assistance we can muster. Today, our nation stands on the threshold of a momentous transformation, the like of which her history has never known. It is an exciting time to be a Ghanaian. Government's objective is clear. The world has seen the Asian tigers. It is time it saw the African lions. Ghana must definitely be among the very first. Because we can. Ladies and gentlemen, I applaud once again all the award winners and wish them the very best of luck in their future endeavors. Thank you for your attention, and may God bless us all in our homeland Ghana and make her great and strong. Great privilege to announce as the overall best industrial company of the year, and for the first time, it's an indigenous Ghanaian company. Tropical Cable and Conductor Limited.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for a truly amazing Ghanaian story. Tropical Cables and Conductors Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, they have emerged the overall best industrial company of the year.